Hey guys, welcome back to our classic game review, and today is the follow-up to the first episode on Gran Turismo 1, and today we've got Gran Turismo 2, the successor game. Now, this game is the second installment of the Gran Turismo series, obviously, with the 2 right here, and it's really stepped up its game. It's the last Gran Turismo game to be made on PS1, excuse me. Gran Turismo 3 and 4 will be made on PS2, 5 and 6 and 5 Prologue all on PS3, and the incoming Gran Turismo Sport on PS4, which I'm eagerly waiting for. So we'll be starting off with this game's simulation disc, because this game is one of 2 to feature 2 discs and with this game. So we start off here. This one's the arcade mode disc. It looks quite nice. And then we've got on the other side the simulation disc. And then you got this really neat user manual, which on the back, it's still in great shape. This owner's manual is, at least. I'll try to, there we go, get it. There we go. It's got gear that was actually released in 1999 with the game. You had a fleece hooded sweatshirt for $38, which is easily like $70 now. A watch for $20, which I'm really tempted to go try to hunt down. And just a Ringer t-shirt for $17.95, which is incredibly cheap if you think about it. So the case itself is cracked. I bought this game on eBay. I was specifically looking for copies with the jewel cases, which is why they're so expensive. But anyway, let's pop in Gran Turismo 2 and let's get started. Alright, so here we are, Gran Turismo 2. We're starting off on the simulation disc, and I actually remembered this time to turn the music down because they didn't do that in the Gran Turismo 1 review. So hopefully that did not get copyright claimed or anything. So, anyway, guys, we will be starting off here with this is the main screen. As I said, I had to turn the music off, sadly, which really sucks because I really like the music they play in this game. So we'll talk about the different setups here. Now, I know the camera angle is kind of horrible, but see if I can get this thing positioned. No, okay, cool, I guess. But as you can see, we've got the car wash, the North City, the wheel shop, the East City, the license area, the racing, and the machine test area, all that. So we'll start off with the cities. Now the cities are really cool features. They add specific cities for each country of cars. East City is all Japan. I believe South City is all American. Yes, there it is. You've got quite a nice choice of cars this time around. They've really upped their game with choice of cars. So you got France and Italy in the West City, and I believe Britain in the North City. Yes, Britain and Germany. So we'll go over to East City because my car I own is actually Japanese. I have an S13 Silvia 2000cc, otherwise known as a 200SX in America. So we'll go down to the Nissan one. And then you've got new and used options. You can buy all sorts of new vehicles, whether you fancy an S15, a Skyline GT, not a GTR, a Stagia or Stagia, however you pronounce it, and the Nissan Sunny, which everyone hates quite badly, I might add, for whatever reason. I don't know much about that car. So you also got the used market where you can buy practically anything. There's 180 SXs, 200 SXs. The Infiniti G20s, the Skyline GTS 25s, like I have in Gran Turismo 1, the Pulsar GTI-R. I haven't seen an actual 240. There we go, 240 SX, 1995 for $8,000. There's also the Fastback, which I really like. Of course, I don't have any money to afford these, and it's in Midnight Purple, which I love that color scheme. But another feature I really like, I'm going to demonstrate here with my 240. I already have the 200 actually. In the tune menu, you've got your normal options: muffler, brakes, engine, drivetrain, all that good stuff. They actually use, I think they use these exact same thumbnails kind of images on Gran Turismo 3 as well. So, weight reduction, racing modification, which is one of my favorite features of this game. I can create a racing car to my 2000cc Silvia. Get 2 different color schemes, is $80,000. For professionals, you get the options of yaw control, which is not available in this car, active stability, and traction control, which, if you think about it in real life nowadays, is actually standard equipment on most cars. You also have special one-make events you can do, special vehicles, which is, your GT cars, your like the R390 GT1 from Le Mans. And you go to events, you've got your special events on the Silvia, the Pulsar, the Skyline R34, the March Trophy, and the GTR meeting. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of really cool stuff in this game. Of course, the machine test is the same as it was in Gran Turismo 1. 400 meter, or quarter mile, 1,000 meter, which is 1 mile, and max speed, which is, you go until you can't go anymore. So we're going to jump on, as well, I forgot to mention, I don't think this was a feature in Gran Turismo 1, but you have licenses now. Standard B, Standard A, International C, International B, and International A. The IC license actually disappeared after this game. It did not come back until Gran Turismo 6, I believe. I don't remember for sure. Either that or they replaced the B license or the novice and then moved the B up. I don't remember. I haven't played 6 in forever and paid attention to that at least. Another cool features, you can actually customize your cars a little bit. So you have a very limited selection of wheels. BBS, NK, Rays, Speedline, Falcon, Bridgestone, Dunlop, Ozy, and Yokohama wheels. You've got quite a nice selection. I'll show you guys what the interface looks like real quick. Oh, that's my garage. Nice. Speaking of, here's your garage. That was actually unintended. We'll go to BBS because I really love BBS wheels. You get a nice selection of wheels here. You can just fit them and pay $2 grand and get them purchased. And then the one last feature I want to show before we jump over to arcade mode is the car wash, and that's the Gran Turismo 1 review finishing up. 50 credits. Let's do it real quick. Ta-da! Washed. But yeah, so that'll do it for the simulation mode. Of course, you've got your racing thing. I'll show that real quick. Gran Turismo League, special events, endurance, and rally. I'm not going to go too in-depth on those, as it's kind of self-explanatory. But anyway, guys, let's jump over to arcade mode where I can show off that. I'll have to change discs. But anyway, I'll see you guys here in a minute. Alright, so we've hopped over to the arcade mode disc, and now we're going to go ahead and get started here and show off some of the features of arcade mode. Probably do a single race. So, a little bit of a loading time in comparison to Gran Turismo 1's arcade mode. But you've got the options of single player, 2-player battle, bonus items, and load guest garage, which is a really neat feature. So, especially if you play this game on PS3, PS3 does support PS1 backwards compatibility. But bonus items is the same way it was there. You get like these little check marks. You get the credits acted, or not acted, but activated. You got 2-player battle where you can do road race or rally, and you can select that. But we'll go to single player. We'll go road race easy because I'm not really good at this game. And they have a class system, which is really neat for Gran Turismo 2. So they've got the Class A, which is the sports cars, Class B, which is high performance, Class C, which is the city driver class, or your home garage option and guest garage options. If you have a guest garage loaded, you can pick the cars from that garage. Home garage, though, I can pick my car, my 1991 Silvia Q's 2000cc, which I'm going to pick. Automatic transmission. And you've got quite a few selection of tracks here. You've got High Speed Ring again, Tahiti Road Midfield, which is my favorite track. And, yeah, so Tahiti Road is actually the smallest, so I think High Speed Ring is the smallest. We'll go back to High Speed Ring for this one. Starting grid, it shows a nice little, clean little picture of my 200 SX. I call it a 200 even though I know it's a Silvia. Oh, this is going to be interesting. We've got the CLKs and the S2000, the one car that's held me back. Again, the sound was not, like, on par back then. With Gran Turismo 2 especially, this sounds like more like a straight 6 than it does a 4-cylinder. I need to turn analog on. I was trying to turn and I couldn't. The graphics are definitely a step up though. It's a lot more vibrant. The colors are a lot, just scream quality in this, which I really do like. So the tracks, as you can tell, are a bit longer. In the Skyline in the first game, we were like already to the other side of the track at this point. We finished a lap around there like a minute. This car will be obviously a lot more different. I played this yesterday with this car. Before I modded it up a little bit, it had like a 201 horsepower. Now it's sitting like 220. So it's definitely putting out a bit more power. I bought the car like 120 horsepower, so it's definitely gained quite enough since then. So as you can see, the physics are a lot better in Gran Turismo 2, but I'm still getting used to them because it's still not Gran Turismo 6 level of physics. So the S2000's right behind us. I play a lot of first-person camera because I can actually tell what I'm doing at that angle. For whatever reason, I'm not a big fan of third-person, even though I can totally see how nice this car looks in this color, which is why I bought the specific one. There was quite a few 2000cc models I could have picked, but I just love the blue on this one. Now, in the PS3 version, where you can backwards compatibility it, just like you can on PS2, like we have here, you can actually smooth out this kind of 90s stuff, so the badges are actually readable if you play it on PS3. For right now, I can't even read the Silvia badge, but yeah, I really love this game. This is probably one of my favorites in the series. with the only two others to trail, well, the only of the three to trail, Gran Turismo 3, 4, and 5. 3 and 4 kind of tie with this game, really, because, well, 3 does at least. 4 is by far much more superior. And there's a lot of features I really wish were implemented, even though I know at the time hardware limitations would have stopped it. And that is something like wheel support and custom soundtrack support. Custom soundtrack support I don't really care about as much. Bollocks at ST1000. But wheel support is something I really enjoy, especially with me having my Logitech fixed up now. Well, it's not fixed, but, you know, working again. I'd really love to have used it on this game. Now, I don't know if it's supported on PS2, and I know it's not on PS3. I haven't tried it yet, because I haven't found any sort of, like, settings to say, hey, this thing works. But I'm definitely going to check it out eventually. So yeah, we finished the race with a lap of 109.2 is our best lap, 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the overall race. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this classic game review. We've got a lot of more stuff on Gran Turismo, old Gran Turismos this week. We've got 3 and 4 coming out later this week with videos. So anyway, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.